How to go out alone. It's a lost art. A man going out by himself and just sits at a bar to have a drink. It's often romanticized, but almost no one really does it. I have never liked doing things by myself. But much like many guys getting into seduction, it's not always easy to find someone to go out and practice with. So during my journey to becoming a more attractive man, there came a period where I mastered going out completely by myself. Until the point where I could go out alone, sober, and come home still sober, but with a hot woman by my side. And in this video, I will give you the 4 things that allowed me to consistently turn my solo nights out into romantic adventures. So how do you do this? Step 1 is finding the right scene for you. There are 2 things that are important here. The first is to go to places that you actually like. Because when you go to a place you actually like, you're also more likely to meet people who are similar to you. Think of places like sports bar, or a hip hop bar, or a house bar, or a karaoke bar, or a place with board games, or the bar in a theater, or a flea market. For example, me personally, I would often get invited to techno or house parties, and I learned the hard way that it's way more difficult to connect with people there because I don't care about this music at all, and a lot of those people are into taking drugs. I've never taken any drugs, and when you're sober and they're on drugs, it's really difficult to connect. But when I would go to a sports place or a laid-back coffee bar or a hip-hop party, then suddenly it was so much easier to connect with people. And the second thing is very practical. Try to avoid places that only have seated tables. You'll notice that there's a way bigger barrier to join a seated group rather than a group that's standing up. Once you've chosen the place, it's time for step 2, and this is where things can instantly snowball the good way or the bad way. How to enter the place. This is actually a thing that I make all my clients on real life trainings do. As soon as you enter a place, force yourself to do something extra. It could be the first woman you see, give her a compliment on something you like on her outfit, and just keep walking. It could be a group of guys standing there, you're like, hey guys, how's your night going? And you just keep walking. The crucial thing here is that you immediately take action before the environment overwhelms you. And definitely before you start drinking. You want to build momentum that comes from you taking action. You don't want to build momentum from you drinking. Internal momentum coming from yourself versus external momentum coming from drinks or drugs. Then there are some rules, and at first these will feel very uncomfortable to you, but it is important that you stick to them. Don't go sit in a corner, and don't flee to your phone. You've come in, you've done something extra great. Now also allow yourself, if needed, to get adjusted to the environment and just chill. What has helped a lot of my guys is going out with the mindset that you are allowed to leave after 20 minutes as long as you've gone out, you've done the extra thing, and you've stayed for 20 minutes without fleeing to your phone. The third step is to strike up conversations. The bartenders will always be there, and they're likely gonna be nice, and you know they have to be there the whole night, and they'd rather have a good night than a bad night. So be social, come with a great energy. You can always ask them for a drink recommendation or what drink they feel like making. If the opportunity allows, you could ask for a good place to go to after this bar closes, and so on. What you can do is make short remarks that allows the opportunity for them to reciprocate and join the conversation without forcing yourself into the conversation. Thirdly, whether you're in a bar or a club, it can be very smart and take a lot of pressure off of you to befriend people that you don't find attractive. Me personally, whether I'm going out alone or with friends, I love to talk to a lot of people. Not just a girl I find attractive. In fact, I talk to more guys than girls. And the cool thing about talking with everyone is that if you ever do go up to a girl and maybe you get a bit of an uncomfortable reaction or she's just not interested, you always have these hubs of people that you already befriended that you can fall back onto. And if you do this right, you're not really alone anymore. You've just created a bunch of friends that you have no hidden agenda with. And the last step, number 4, is how to actually get better at this. The first thing you can do to become better at this is that when you actually find a place you like, become a regular. You'll feel more at home, you'll see familiar faces. You can do this in your gym, you can do this in your favorite coffee bar, you can do this in your favorite restaurant, you can do it at any place. The second thing you can do to get better at this is sort of see it as exposure therapy. So the first time you go, maybe all you need to do is enter alone and stay for a while without fleeing into your phone. The next time you go, you do something extra. Goes well, then the next time you hand out some compliments. The next time maybe you'll ask someone for a dance. And so on and so on. What you want to do is gradually increase the amount of risk that you're taking while going out alone. And the third thing you can do if you take this seriously and you want to guarantee your success, well, then you can join my 12-week attraction transformation. This is a training that we only open twice per year. Now is one of these moments. And for 12 weeks, you and a bunch of guys with the same goals will watch the same videos week by week and execute the same gradually increasing challenges until you go from beginner, or whatever your starting point is, to someone who's completely mastered being a social, attractive guy that can get dates wherever he goes. If that sounds like something that you would like to do, then you can find the link in the video description to find more about this during a free call with me or my head coach. Good luck going out alone. Try to have some fun. See you in the next one.